Hey, how the fuck are you? I'd probably care you. So 90 in this bitch, man. Welcome back to episode 90 of the KPodcast. We got KPodcast alumni in the building.
Skirt.
KevSpeaksTruth.
What up, my guy? Glad to be back.
Hell yeah, glad to have you back, man. We did the ones and twos last time you were here, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I know we didn't have the camera, so now.
Yeah, we did do the ones. Yeah, we did the ones and twos.
The intro in the beginning, so we don't need to go through all that again. You know what I'm saying? But just want to catch up with you, man.
Yeah,
I know we've been catching up off mic, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you want to catch up on the music stuff first, life stuff first?
Whatever you think. I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest. I'm just glad to be back.
Go ahead and run down the backstory you gave me on the project we just listened to.
Oh, the
first off.
Okay, so myself and so basically the backstory is my friend No Conflict Kev came to like a friend group of ours and he was like, hey, I want to go to
Shouts to No Conflict Kev, too.
Yeah,
who was here last time during your episode.
So he basically was like, yo, I want to go out to the Grand Canyon, but I want to know if you guys want to come with me. And we're all like, all right, like let's fucking do it. Why not? Like once in a lifetime opportunity kind of thing, right? So it was supposed to be a larger group, but it ended up just coming down to myself, my brother, and Evan and this friend of ours named Victor, who is the owner and creator of Enjoy. So he was like, let's do this trip. So we drove. It was like what, 12 days?
Wait, not enjoy the skateboard.
Nah, Enjoy like the brand. So
ENJOI is the skateboard brand.
Yep.
I got confused for a second.
I was like, that'd be crazy, right? So we basically did this trip. It was like 10 days of driving all together. A lot of fun. A lot of 4 guys in the car. Very stinky, but very fun. So basically, what was I saying? So we went on this trip, and while we were on the trip, we got the idea to like kind of obviously we wanted to write music. So we were like, why don't we write kind of like about some of the different states that we end up going through? So we went on YouTube or on BeatStars, and we looked up literally like Denver,
Denver type beat,
fucking Nevada type beat, you know what I mean, whatever. And from there we kind of just basically recorded or started writing kind of all of these different songs kind of during that trip. And then once we got back from the trip, it was for his birthday, like I said. So we ended up making more of it. We instead of just going to the Grand Canyon, we ended up going to Vegas. We ended up going to the Hoover Dam. We ended up going to the Seven Magic Rocks. Yeah, we did a whole thing, bro. I was like, bro, if we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. So we did that, and then we got back. It kind of took us like a couple months to actually start recording, but then we recorded it, and then it kind of just sat in my hard drive for like basically 2 years. And him and I kind of ended up actually writing another kind of 3 songs, which we ended up releasing first, which is kind of ironic. So that one's called Seats. So it's like the song called Back Row. Then we have a song there called Leica and Benji, and then we have another one there called When I Don't Call My Ex, or When I Fuck My Ex, that one. That shit. Sorely Mistaken. Sorry, that's what it's called. So yeah, so basically, we dropped that first, and then we ended up dropping this project now as kind of like the follow-up. But this was actually the first thing. So, but yeah, so it's basically like the songs are 5 kind of folky, alternative rock, pop, kind of songs, just kind of like trying to make stuff that you would listen to in the car, like on a road trip, but also kind of purposely in a certain kind of way, like trying to hit a larger market in that way, like writing stuff that's a little bit more generalized maybe in a way. I'm just trying to get better at songwriting in that aspect. So it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I'm really happy with it. It just came out yesterday.
No, we just listened to it and the
yeah.
shit was fire.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, dude. I love it. It's like I think I have a special connection to it just because like that's like a core memory for me, that trip, you know, like especially sharing with my brother, like
formative years.
Yeah, man, it's just something that like, you know, like I know when I die I'm gonna like that's one of the last things I'm gonna see, like in that, you know, that little highlight reel, like it's gonna be me and my brother at the Grand Canyon, bro, just like meditating there, just having that moment, like that was something that like I really cherish. So this is just being able to make music about it, and then that's out. It just forever cements that legacy, you know, like it actually happened. We actually went there.
And then talk about how you went back.
Yep.
And got to relive.
Yeah, exactly. And then so basically a year ago, my friend Paco basically came to me and was like, yo, a mutual friend of ours, Jason Channel, was doing a show in Denver. And shout out Jason Channel. And so he was like, you know, he's like, I'm thinking about going. He's like, tickets like $130 on Spirit round trip. I was like, let's go. I was like, I'm always down to go back to Denver. I love Denver. So I went back to Denver, and one of my friends, Veronica, was living out there at the time, so it was cool. I got to see her for a little bit. But yeah, went back out to Denver, and I got to basically walk around downtown Denver with Paco and kind of show him around because I've been there before. But also get to listen to the music that we wrote, you know, on that trip. So it was really surreal, especially the song. Experience. Yeah, especially More Than You Can Imagine, which is the Colorado song. Like, I just feel like that beat really kind of encapsulates like that area. Like, it's a very like tight but like kind of hustle and bustle, but it's clean. It's like a very interesting space, and I really enjoyed it, man. And so like being able to be there again was like wow. So I think we definitely want to do another big trip like that, probably in a couple more years. But it's definitely something like I recommend anyone go on a road trip, bro, like with your family or your friends, like just fucking go see the country that we have, because even though obviously like there's a lot of cool places you can go fly, but like it's honestly a lot of fun.
Sometimes the journey getting there.
Yeah, it's a journey getting there, but that's exactly. And then the way back is even better sometimes because it's like
you went through. Bro.
Yeah. So it was fun, dude.
You got the scars now.
Yep. Definitely one of the best experiences I've ever had. Like I hope I can influence my kids to do a similar thing one day. Like go for a road trip, man, and just go see the country. Like with your friends. Like if I can pay for it, I will. Like I'll help you do that after, especially like after high school, to do something like that. Go drive around. Go see the world a little bit. You know? Like, great experience.
And that project, it was you.
It's really just me, and it's really just Evan and I. No Conflict Kev. But it's called Passenger. But the group is called Collective. So KOLLEKTIVE. Because there's two Ks.
Not the Collective, just Collective.
No, just Collective.
Okay.
And the idea is like it's him and I, but the idea with that name is that like we can be able to technically kind of pull anyone into that at any time.
Some Wu-Tang shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just like simple, but it's like also like it's us. You know what I mean? Like, and even our logo, it's two Ks like backwards, but it looks kind of like a star almost. So it's just little things I like when I first met, you know, No Conflict, when I first met Evan, like I really never thought that we would grow to be such good friends. Like I was like, oh, I like this kid, he's a cool kid. And I think he had the same feeling about me, but I think we just have grown to be like really like brothers now, you know, like he's like someone I really
that bond
bro.
Just
bro.
formulates out of nowhere.
Especially after that trip, and then like just, you know, like, and then we did a cancer show in April. His mom is a 2-time cancer survivor. I think maybe 2 or 3 times, might be 3 times, but no, definitely 2-time cancer survivor. And so she works with the Greater Lee County Relay for Life. And so they reached out to her and were like, hey, we would love to have Evan and his friend perform. And basically we got to go and perform and do that, which was super cool. Like I would never got that opportunity. Yeah. You know what I mean? Naturally. Like the fact that like he was able to do it, and hell yeah. The fact that he was able to do it, and that he even was like that they wanted to do us or in general, I was like, yo, like hell yeah, you know. So yeah, it was dope. And they really enjoyed it. We did the songs from Passenger, we did some songs of mine from Songs for Cash, we did some songs off of his project. Heartbreak Summer. So it was, you know, a wide variety, and the people loved it. The kids loved it. Like afterwards, I guess people came up to the event manager and were like, yo, like they were really good. We'd love to see them come back, you know. So hopefully next year we can come back and do it even more. But it was a great experience, man. It's something like, you know, like I've always wanted to be able to do stuff that is for a good cause like that. My mom came down and got to see me, and then like what's crazy is that, so I did that April 2nd. That was the weekend of Dreamville Fest, so I literally did that show, and then my friend Thomas and I, take off Burford and I, immediately got in the car and drove up to North Carolina to go see fucking Cole and Drake in North Carolina, and that shit was crazy.
We'll get to that later.
Oh, yeah. Fantastic.
Which song from Passenger do you want me to play at the beginning?
Ooh, hold So what song would I have you play? I mean, I think my personal favorite that really I think encapsulates the whole project is probably gonna be Passenger, the actual title track. But I also really love More Than You Can Imagine, because I just think that song, like, it's a cool kind of reflection of what we were feeling about the trip, and also just some like real life stuff. Like, one of my favorite bars in there is like, life isn't about living in a box and writing witty captions. It's like about taking chances with the opportunities it's handed, like going outside and like doing shit. And just like it's just like, I don't know. I think that song just, that's something like I think a lot of people could be a fan of, just because like it's boom bap. It's like really good feeling. It's like, you know, but it's just straight rap. So it's like, it's not a chorus. So maybe Passenger might be better.
All right, no, that makes sense. Bumped that at the beginning of the episode, but what about your solo stuff? Because I know you stay busy out here.
So I just dropped
artist and producer. You know what I'm saying?
So I just dropped a project called Songs for Cash last month. And that was basically like these 5 songs I wrote like 2 years ago. And my goal with that was I wanted to challenge myself. Initially, it was I wrote haikus, which was basically I wanted to write a song that was just a haiku or a series of haikus. So like the song is a haiku and a monoku, kind of going back and forth. And a monoku is just a longer haiku. It's 17 syllables versus a 7. And that happened because Paco fucking gave me this note one day. It was like, he had this thing in his phone, or his this book, and he like takes a lot of like notes and just writes raps and shit. But he had this whole page of rhyme schemes, and I was like, yo, let me take a picture of this. He's like, yeah, it's different like poetic rhyme schemes, like fucking how to do this, how to do that, how to do couplets. And I was like, you know, it might be interesting.
Yeah.
So
maybe I should look into this.
Yeah, exactly. It's poetry shit. What the fuck? Like, I haven't done poetry before, but I never looked at it that way. So
And like the technical aspect of it, more or less.
And it made me think of like,
there's like formulas to writing and stuff.
Oh yeah, bro.
I'm probably, sounds like maybe you two's more just like a free writer. Like I just let
normally
it flow.
I just let it flow. But I think a lot of like Frank Ocean and shit, like a lot of his shit is like somewhat poetic in that way, where it's like
structured a
certain way. It's just not a way that you, I think, would naturally pick up on unless you knew.
It just sounds good. So
yeah, it just sounds good.
Cool music.
So that's kind of what I wanted to do. I was like, I want to write this song, and I wrote haikus, and I was like, wow, this is different. And I was like, okay, I kind of want to like make some more stuff like this. And then I started kind of writing the rest of it. It was kind of like, but the idea really started building off of that one song, because in that song I said like, feelings exploited, turn them into songs for cash. And like, I was like, that's basically kind of what I do, like with my friends every day, is like I fucking take my most rawest emotions and I put them in a song, and I hope that it can make me some money.
Right.
And it's kind of like, and then it kind of think of this idea of selling out, you know. It's like, what does that mean? Like, some people would be like, selling out is like, oh, you know, you get a deal, whatever. I was like, but it's like, if I was to sell out, I'd rather do it with my friends, and this is what it would be. I'm selling out myself, I guess, you know.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people say, oh, you sold your soul to the devil. It's like, I'm not doing that, but I'm literally pouring my soul out there, hoping that you buy it.
You know what I mean? And then take a step forward, I was like, and I want to put it in a format that is the more pop kind of sound, or is a more whatever appeal to take, just so it's like it has like a double meaning in that way.
Right.
So that's kind of like where like Supernova came from, because I was like, I love like British rock, and like just like the way that is sounds, and the way that it is put together.
I fuck with that one. Like I said, I played it on the last episode.
Yeah, bro.
Not even knowing that you were gonna be here.
That's fire.
It just ended up working out like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But nah, I was fucking with that project a lot.
Yeah.
So that was your most recent one. That was all produced by you as well?
All produced by me. All produced by me. I have another like kind of, it has like a sister project called Live from My Subconscious, which is like the same concept, but that one's more kind of psychedelic and more like alternative. And it's more like longer songs. Like, I'm actually sitting and playing a lot more of the synthesizers and doing shit. Like in Songs for Cash, it's a lot of loops and a lot of flipping of shit.
Yeah.
But in Live from My Subconscious, it's a lot more like maybe one or two things is a loop, but everything else it's me playing the whole thing.
Nice.
Like really trying to get back into kind of what I was doing when I was younger, and that came out of like a similar situation of just, they were kind of born at the same time. I didn't have a car, so Songs for Cash was like the first half of that, and then Laugh My Subconscious was like a more darker kind of like, I've been stuck in this room for fucking 9 months, you know what I mean, like this is not the vibe, you know. So it was really cool. So I have a lot of shit I'm working on. I'm also working on a giant collab tape right now that I think I mentioned to you before. It's like, basically, I had done a few collabs last year with you, my friend Lucy Lego, and I was like, man, like I want to like start a mixtape series basically because every rapper has a good mixtape series, but also I want to have a mixtape series that's just like me showcasing my friends and I, because I kind of did something like that with Roots, with the boys, with SpeaksTruth Records, but I wanted to like kind of take it further. So I basically started kind of putting together like sessions. Started putting together sessions to kind of get with people that like I was like, oh, you know, like I think it would be great to knock this out. So part of the reason I was up here was my friend Pop B. I went and linked up with him last night or 2 nights ago. I recorded a verse for him from one of the songs with him. I have a song with my friend Jay DeRue on there. I've got a song with like my friend Simon. So it's like basically like a whole bunch of just different people. And I want to start making that like a like just a reoccurring mixtape. So it's called Truth Be Told.
Nice.
And I got the name. Yo, listen to this. So as much as I hate the internet, I got the name because one day I was like, you know, I'm looking at this Chat GPT shit, right? I was like, you know, I'm gonna check this shit out. So I go on there and I'm like, hey yo, chat.
Chat.
I'm like, give me 10 mixtape names for an artist named KevSpeaksTruth. So she's like, I don't know why I assume it's a woman, but
Siri.
Yeah. So she's like, gives me a whole bunch of them, and like the 4th or 5th one was Truth Be Told, and I was like, damn, that sounds hard.
Pretty hard.
I was like,
that's hard.
We're gonna take that one. Yeah, I was like, that's gonna be a for sure. And so like that's basically like what I've been doing is like it's I want it to be like just a reoccurring kind of mixtape series that's just like as I get bigger and as I grow, like it'll be more and more artists. But yeah, just kind of just taking it and then eventually turn that into something that where I can be able to go to different states, you know what I mean, and get verses from different people. And you know, it's kind of something that I want to like just start my own, because I just haven't. That's something I feel like every good artist or every good rapper that I listen to has like multiple mixtape series, but some of them just have like a few that are like their thing. Like Asher Roth has like the Greenhouse Effect, you know?
Yeah. Remember those?
Mac had he had a few different mixtapes, but you know, like it's fucking Wiz Khalifa,
Absol got long-term mentality.
Absol, yeah. There's just so many, like, even Joe Budden, you know what I mean? Like, there's just so many fucking...
Joey!
Yeah, so many great fucking mixtapes that, you know, like... And I feel like it's also kind of where it's like, for me, I feel like that's the gym. You know what I mean? Like, that's really where you
Lil Wayne, come on.
Yeah, that's really where you get your best... Where you're going to get, like, you're going to sharpen your sword, I feel like, if you're doing that kind of shit, because it's like, you're just...
Yeah.
You know, like, it makes
so
you
you're
want to do
putting Gato on one of those?
I'm thinking about it, yeah, right? Word. It's not going to be on the first one because I already have it out, and I was going to say that one in Clout I'm not going to put on there because this one, it has like a theme. No, you're good. It has like a theme. It's like I'll play something for you. It's like, there's like almost like a storyline, but it's not, but there is. You know what I mean? Like, you'll be able to kind of feel it and hear it as it goes through. But that's something I've been working on right now, and then I have a follow-up project to that called Join the Journey, which I kind of finished up last year, which is basically kind of like talking about how I've gotten to where I'm at now, like understanding that all of this has been necessary for me to grow and get better and get, you know, like meet and cement more relationships with people and kind of just enjoying it. Reason. Yeah, you know, like because I feel like I get lost in I want to be there already sometimes, you know, so it's like reminding myself like, nah, man, like the whole point is to just enjoy the process, right. You know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's kind of like a way to, and I got that idea because in the word journey is the word joy. So J-O and then there's a Y. And I was like, one day I was taking a shit.
Take out the Ernie.
Yeah, the Ernie. I was taking a shit.
Or the Ern.
Yeah, the Ernie. Yeah, the Ernie. The Ernie.
Where's Bird at? Son?
Bird. So. Yeah, I'm taking a shit at Kelsey's uncle's house, and on his like fucking curtain was like some shit about like find the joy in the journey or some shit. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, and I was like, holy shit, there's literally the word joy is in the word. And I was like, wait a second, there's something. I was like, I wrote it. I was like, I need to write this down. So yeah, so that's something like I kind of
love a good epiphany
shit, bro. Like, and I really want to take that even further, like that idea. But it's just something like that's like a whole, it's a little bit just more like, I would say a little bit more grown up version of Home Alone, which is my first project, where it's a lot more about kind of like my history, like growing up Dominican, like talking about just like all kinds of shit. There's a song there called Make Time that I really love that's like basically about me talking about like make time to just appreciate the things that are in front of you, because that time is so fleeting, you know, and when the time does come to go, you're gonna think and wish you kind of cherished it, you know.
Right.
So it's kind of just been a lot of like theming that's similar, but just trying to display it in different ways and really trying to rough out or like round out some of the edges of what I do, because I feel like I do a lot of different things, but I'm trying to slowly condense it a little bit, you know, like not pigeonhole it, but definitely tunnel vision more. Like, okay, like even today, Paul mentioned to me we're listening to one of my songs, Gwen Stefani.
Yeah, I like that song.
And then this other song, thank you, this other song I have called Go Deeper, which I'm doing tonight. And he was like, the tones on these are similar. He's like, in the way that you're rapping, he's like, but I really like that. He's like, it's not something I really ever noticed until now. And I was like, yeah, I think that's something like, there's a few songs that I can think of that have a similar kind of, and I'm like, okay, so that's something I need to start thinking about. Like, hey, there's something I can do with that. And I like those songs a lot because of certain elements about them. I'm like, so there's clearly something there that I want to lean into more. But I also love doing the more like, you know, singing kind of stuff where it's like me actually singing my heart out or trying to write a real song. So I'm just trying to, you know, give myself room to grow, but also trying to like get better at dropping more consistently, because I've just spent way too much time, not unfortunately, but fortunately for me at the same time, on the internet and like building connections that way, and like not having really anything to do like, okay, this is what I'm working on right now. Like everything I have is kind of old on there. So yeah.
True. And I mean, that's just crazy to hear too, because you're probably one of the more versatile artists that I know.
Thank you.
And put out more than a lot of other artists that I know. So, hey man.
Trying to, you know, I'm just trying to get it going. I'm also starting to understand too, like that I want to be able to get into sync licensing and stuff. Like I think we talked a little bit about earlier.
Yeah.
Like, and a big part of that is just getting more into making more of my own stuff by hand and just putting more stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
Because you never know, you never know where a song will go. So it's like that's something I'm really trying to do too. Trying to get into like fucking making music for sound libraries and shit, like for fucking like art lists and shit like that, because it's like there's a bag in that, bro. Like this.
Well, and yeah, it's a market that's not frequently talked about,
right?
But it's a nice market.
It's a nice market. Like, don't get me wrong, it's still hard, you know, it's still work to get into, but bro, I mean, there's a dude I found on YouTube has like less than 10,000 followers. The video itself had like less than maybe 6,000 views, and he's like, yeah, I made $30,000 off of this. Excuse me?
Off a sound pack?
Off of fucking lo-fi beats?
Wow.
Fuck out of here, bro. Come on, like you got me all the way fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
I'd be cranking out one a
what,
day
bro?
at least.
Like, at least I was like, that's how if I knew, but it's like I just haven't taken the time to really look into it, because something I was worried about too is like it's like you can't use loops or whatever. But then I found out that technically you can. It's just about how you use certain things.
Yeah, you gotta alter it.
But then I was like, you know what the cheat code really is, which like I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but the cheat code is you just buy MIDI packs from people, like, and then you just take that MIDI pack and you drop it in, you change it up. That's the whole song.
Well, I mean, that's what chopping is. I know
it's the same concept.
People look at sampling a certain way, and I get it, but I also don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, creation is a part of creation is taking something and making it into something else.
Yep.
Creating something out of nothing is also part of creation.
It's also part of it too.
You know, that's a big part of it.
But being able to like Basquiat said once, it's like your inspiration is just your idea going through my new mind. So it's like taking like, okay, maybe your vision for this thing was it was going to be a hard rock song, and I made it into a soft lo-fi.
Well, we're
ballad.
both producers. We could have the same sample and we'd do two completely different things with it.
Yep, completely. That's what I love about it. Is like there's no like I think I mentioned to someone the other day, like there's no wrong way to do any of this shit.
It's just like a tool, in a sense.
Yep.
Or another. People call it an instrument, and like you can call it that.
You
I'm
can
not
call
mad
it
at that.
Yeah.
Especially like if you put it into the MIDI,
It's
you're chopping
yeah.
it up and stuff.
But it is more like it's like a video game, really. Like it's like the
It's funny.
It's
I feel
very
like that sometimes
video
too.
game like in some ways, but then it's also like even like when I tell people like that like are not in music, they're like, "What do you do?" I'm like, "Oh, well, I'm a recording engineer," and they're like, "Okay,
What the fuck is that?"
So what is that? You know, like, but it's like that's what we do. We engineer. We literally
there's all these pieces.
There's all these pieces, and it's all signal flow, and it's like it's so cool that it's a real thing. But like when I was a kid, I never thought that like that was a job, you know. So it's like
you're just like you're a rapper and you rap and
your rap
I'm
like
just
this
sounds great,
magically, exactly. It's like, no, bro, like there's so many.
There's
things
a dude behind the scenes working this shit
his
like
fucking
a
ass off. He hasn't seen daylight in 8 days. You know what I mean? Because he's working on this mix.
Right.
That's really how it be, you know. So it's like I think every time I learn more about the process and all the different layers, I love it. I fall in love more and more with it because it's just like
Wow, this is dope as fuck.
Yeah, bro. So cool. So grateful to, like, this is what we get to do, you know?
Well, yeah, and I mean, as you keep peeling back layers, like we were talking about the voiceover shit earlier, like I never in a million years would have thought that shit, you know what I mean? But then, like, hey, you hear about it, and it's like, you know what?
It's not a bad.
Actually, sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, bro.
Especially when you see the budget and stuff that they get off of these things, man.
Same thing with the sync licensing, bro. All that stuff is like, it's mailbox money. You know what I mean?
I found out a kid I went to high school with. That's what he does now. He makes music for like commercials and shit.
Genius.
Like we were in bands together. We are both musicians, and
Yeah.
like now he's doing. I was like, damn, bro, that's fucking fire.
It's genius.
Good for you, man.
It's genius because, like, you basically, like I said, you get an opportunity to still make music. You're making very good money. You know what I mean? Or better money than most people. And you're anonymous. For the most part, you can go to Target. No one doesn't know who the fuck you are. They're just some guy.
Yeah.
They don't know that that TV show they were watching last night on HBO Max.
That jingle that's in your head?
Yeah.
I wrote that.
Yeah, I wrote that. You know what I'm saying? Like, crazy. You know what I mean? Like, how much of a flex is that? You know what I mean? Like, you know this? Yeah, all right. That's all you need to know.
That's what I've always said. Like, that would be making it to me. People think, oh, I want to make it. I want to be in the red carpet and all that bullshit.
Nah,
like, I want to just fucking eat off music, bro.
I want a sync license. That's the one thing I want more than anything else right now. Like if I could get asked for anything in the next year, that's what I want. Like if I can get that,
it's manifested, man.
bro. Yeah, bro. Because that's the first step. You know what I mean? That's the first step to, like, we always talk about passive income, financial freedom. Like that's one door that opens up so many doors. Yeah, it's the best hype, bro. Like you literally have to do nothing. You could literally be scratching your ass. You're making money.
Well, you have to make it initially, but
once you make it, bro,
that's what makes it cooler to me, because this isn't just like investing in stuff. You're just smart with your money,
right?
Which is dope,
right?
And highly recommended.
Yeah, definitely.
But like, yo, I created this shit, and now I can just eat off it,
bank on it
forever.
And with the way licensing is, you could sell it to Doritos for fucking 3 months, and they'll be like, all right, we're gonna give you 20 bands. You're like, all right,
cool.
You're still on the song, so you're like, all right. And then fucking Coca-Cola hits you up, and they're like, we saw what you did with the hold on. Hello?
Bro, I wasn't thinking about walking to a car and not be able to open it after walking around for 20 minutes.
This
like
guy.
NPC, bro.
Literally. All right, I love you.
Yeah, I'm gonna park here after I'm done as well.
Okay.
After I'm done with this stroll.
Sorry about that intermission. That was hilarious, dude.
I don't remember what we were talking about.
Project, working on music. That's a dream, bro. Sync licensing and all that shit, basically. Yeah, just trying to get to the bag, man. Trying to get to the fucking bag.
Getting to the fucking bag.
Making it to where I can just hang out at home with my kids and my wife, go on vacation.
You guys plan on having kids?
We want to. It's just like, it's number one, life is so expensive. So it's like, that's a big part of it. But one thing that we talked about is we want to get a house. That's something we're trying to do probably next year. We're going to do it this year, but it just, fuck that. We're trying to wait for this bubble to pop kind of thing. So next year, hopefully we'll be able to get a house. And then once we get a house, we want to save like $10,000 before we like officially are trying. But that being said, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not pulling it out. So, if it happens, it happens, it is what it is. It's just something like, if that's what, that's what God wants, and that's, So, but I feel like when the time comes, it'll happen. But yeah, we definitely want kids. She's just scared of childbirth, naturally, understandably so. It's a very scary thing. But she's like, she's never really wanted to until she met me, which I was like, I don't know if that means you really want to, or if you're just willing to go through it, but I appreciate the sense of it. So I just want to make sure that, this is something you want to do, because I don't want to make her feel like she has to, but that is something that's really big for me. It's like, I've always wanted to be a dad. So it's like, if that's not going to work, then we got to either figure out a surrogate or something. If we are able to do it naturally, though, I would say let's try, because there's a lot of people who can't and wish they could. I don't want to jump to adoption just because of if we don't have to. You know what I mean? Like, it's just very expensive and extensive, that process. So, yeah, but we definitely want to. Like, I would love to. The other thing with that too is, like, we talk about, I don't know if I want to raise my kids in Florida. Just the education system here is just not very welcoming of people.
Depending on where you're at.
Yeah, depending on where you're at, I guess. But even just the state overall is just.
Well, so you said you guys want to buy a house in Naples?
I want to be able to buy something here, but not be my forever here, if that makes sense. Like, I would like to be able to own something that we can live at probably for the next, like, 5 years or so. But then eventually with music, be able to like move somewhere. It doesn't have to be completely over out west. It can even be like Georgia or
We were
somewhere.
talking about
Like
the mountains earlier.
yeah, I just want to be somewhere where like there's more nature, there's more opportunities for my kids to do that kind of stuff. Like that's something like growing up in the city, I the things I valued most were when we got to do that kind of stuff. And the beach is like the beach. Like I can take my kids to the beach anytime, but like taking my kids to go for a hike
Shit,
and
not
like
if you live in Kansas.
yeah, fuck that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like the opportunity to take them on a hike and teach them about nature, and just I just think that's something that's really cool. And you just get a lot of like benefits of being outside like that. But also I think being by the beach is great, you know, and there's value to it as well. I just like that the woods.
True.
So yeah.
True woodsman.
Yes, sir.
Smoking backwoods?
I don't. I like my lungs, you know.
Yeah, I used to smoke hella woods, but I gave that up. Still smoke grabba.
Yeah, the grabba, yeah, but a lot of people like the grabba. I really just smoke joints, to be honest, and like bowls and shit like that.
Damn, I haven't smoked a good bowl and fucking since
bro.
Nam, bro.
Nam, he says. A good bowl goes a long way, man. A good bowl goes a long way.
We're talking like old school ceramic bowl.
Yeah, or like a glass, yeah.
Or yeah, I guess glass, not ceramic. What the fuck I'm talking about? Word. And are you still tapped in with the UAS stuff?
Yeah, I got it tatted.
Nice. Oh, wow, nice.
Yeah, there's still the homies. It's been crazy, honestly. Like that kind of happened. Just basically, I was like following Amber on social media for a while and always showing love, kind of thing. And then she reached out and was like, "I want to expand the team as far as the Discord is concerned, having some more people to help." I was like, "I'm down to help." And then that kind of amalgamated into her being like, "You know what? I'm just gonna bring on a team in general." And that was about a year ago in April, made it a year. So we kind of like have been building that out. Like there's like there's like 5-6 of us on the team. And yeah, our goal with that has kind of just been like, for me, it's always been like, obviously like I have KevSpeaksTruth Records, which is my own thing, but I really wanted to be able to like help develop a platform that I feel like just helps with providing a voice or an opportunity to people who wouldn't normally have it. Whereas with KevSpeaksTruth Records, I'm more focused on like a little bit more artist development, I would say. Like I call KevSpeaksTruth Records an ADA, which is an artist development agency. Whereas UAS is like a real imprint indie label, kind of what we're trying to do with it. But yeah, it's something I've had a lot of fun, man. Like that's been like I said, I didn't expect it to become what it is. We just did a show in April in LA. We sold out. That was awesome. But it was just like, it's been crazy. It's been a crazy experience. And now it's just kind of like taking it to the next step. You know, like we have we've been doing pretty decent on Twitch. But we're trying to just figure out how to create more programming and just to kind of give people more things to interact with beyond just like a live stream where we're doing like the gas or trash kind of thing. So that's kind of been our next thing, but it's been dope. It's been a really cool experience. Definitely. It's funny because it's like an amalgamation of a lot of things that I've done before, but kind of coming full circle, ironically enough. You know what I mean? Like, so it's kind of cool. I get to be a part of that now. But it's definitely a lot of work.
Right. Well, and like we were saying earlier with the sync licensing and stuff, that is one thing that is one of those behind the scenes joints that people don't know about. It's like artist development and doing all the management type shit. Yeah, just trying to teach people like the music. If you want it to be a career, at least, like it's more than just, okay, I'm gonna put my voice on a song and put it out. You know, like that's just the beginning. You know, like and even that, it's not even the beginning. There's just so many layers, and just trying to educate them so they have the tools. So moving forward, kind of like a Wu-Tang thing. I really like, after I read the Tao Wu, I kind of really realized that this is kind of what I want to do. Like when the RZA started Wu-Tang, he was like, I'm gonna get y'all signed within a certain period of time, and I'm gonna do everything in my power to get you there. You know, so for me, it's like I just want to be the trampoline. I don't need to be the home where you stay. I just want you to be able to bounce from me to the next step, the next step, the next step. And when the time comes, when you're receiving your Grammy or you're receiving whatever it is you want to do, you're gonna be like, yeah, that's where I started. You know what I mean? That's all I really am looking for. To be able to give people that platform. So that's also kind of why UAS made sense, was like I can be able to just kind of have a further reach in that way. And I think that's what I enjoy most about it, is like being able to kind of blend those two things together, but also still have them be separate. So, and I also work with Kayvon too over at Kayvon's house, which is his Twitch stream, and he's the head of A&R over at Genius. And that's been like nice. That's been a really cool experience too, just because like he's so busy, but just kind of learning more about how to create that, like what that is, and that's kind of more of like, I would say, UAS is more for music listeners, and kind of cultivating artists to be for those listeners, whereas
Kayvon's house is more like we're focused on cultivating music spaces, being able to bring different artists together to not only share music, but to be able to just kind of interact with all things music. So similar, but in a kind of different wheelhouse. And even like the branding's a little bit different too. So it's kind of something I've been helping a lot with too, trying to help develop things over there. So yeah, a lot of online stuff, really just like online community development, that kind of stuff, and trying to turn that into real world people.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, ever since COVID, I feel like so much stuff has, gone online
yeah.
even more so than before. But it is crazy that, I mean, businesses are built and like these people have never even met each other in real life.
That when we met in April, that was the first time we all met in person.
That's wild.
Yeah. Honestly, it is, bro. Like to go out there.
Similar to like online gaming, you see that shit in movies or whatever.
Yeah,
like my gaming friends or whatever.
Like I said in a song I have called Dallas, like the internet brought me farther than my living room. You know what I mean? And that's something that like I never would have imagined was possible. So the fact that I've been able to do what I do now is like couldn't have asked for more,
Yeah, no, it's fucking crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm. The internet's wild. It's crazy, but it's scary, but it's also wildly beautiful in the things that you can do with it.
It is a little scary because at any moment, it just goes away and we're like, oh, wait.
Yeah. Especially as AI.
Do you know how to fix this?
Yeah.
No, do you know how to fix this?
Without YouTube, bro. Well, I just had to do last time I was here last week, I had to fucking replace my spark plugs, and thank God for YouTube and my dad. Like, that shit was stressful, bro. Yeah. Like, it was not fun. It wasn't hard, but it was just, thankfully I was at my mom's house. She had all the tools, so I was able to, and I had to, like, it was just a lot. It was a lot of work. Definitely not something that I want to do ever again.
Right.
But glad I got it done.
No, I feel you, man. And then, want to let them know the reason you're here this weekend. What we got going on tonight?
Yeah, so I got a show tonight over at Grumpy's Underground with the homies, the Innovators. Live from the Underground. Yes. My friend Stefan's gonna be there. Yo, so crazy little tidbit about Stefan.
I know Stefan.
He's one of the first kids I ever recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like first client I ever really had, first monthly client was Stefan.
In Orlando.
In Orlando, yeah, and I would make the drive. Yep, that was it was rough. It was hard. But we had a good time. I think it was a good learning experience for both of us. But that's my guy. I got my love for him. So like now seeing him, he's put up a thing that like the last show we had was 4 years ago, and that's basically kind of when we met and when that happened. So it's like to see it happen again full circle.
Hey, man.
Really cool to be there with them tonight. So I'm excited, man. It should be a really good show.
No, yeah. Was it the last show? Were you on that same one where he was on the bill?
I think no. I haven't been up for Innovators one in a while. It's been a fat minute. I think I came for one, but I don't think he was on it.
That was the last time I saw you. Probably was that show you did with them.
Yep, honestly,
that was probably like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, fat minute. Yeah, because I've been in Naples since 2020. So yeah.
Word.
So it was like 2019 maybe. Yeah.
I feel like you were living in Naples at the time. You might have just moved.
I think I just moved. I think I had just moved.
I think it was the last time we did the episode.
Yeah.
Because I think I saw you that night, and I was like, "Yo, you want to do an episode tomorrow?"
Facts. Yeah, I think exactly what it was. Yep.
So whenever that was,
check
the dates.
Yeah, somewhere on fucking.
I think that was
socials.
In the like the 30 range of the episode, 30 or 40.
Yeah, damn, that's a long time
pretty
ago.
early.
That's crazy.
I might be off in that, but
yeah. Hey, it's there.
Who fucking knows, huh?
I think I still have it on my Linktree, actually. I think.
Word. Nice.
Yeah.
That's what's up. No, actually, Stefan was on the last bill that I did.
Yeah.
The first bill that I did with Innovators.
Really? Okay.
That's how I met him.
He's a show, man.
Yeah.
You get the song, you get the choreography, you get the whole thing. Like not a lot of people do that anymore.
Showmanship, like we were saying.
The other one, showmanship, bro. Like that's just. You can't teach that kind of thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? People you either like have that and you have a passion for it, or you just don't. And it's not saying that everybody needs to do that, but some people just take it to that level, and I think I just respect people who can. Because I definitely can't do that. But by all means, bro.
Yeah, I'm usually out of breath up there, bro.
Fuck. I'm trying to go in the gym more to be better at it, but like he does the fucking thing, bro.
Right.
Like he's gonna go places like. Yeah, he's only gotten better too, and he's fucking swole as shit now too. Like
I was gonna say, I mean, he's in shape, so that's why he's definitely moving like it's nothing.
For real, bro. Give him give him a few more years.
That's Stefan, you
heard, dude. Good songwriter too, really good songwriter.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. There's a lot of good artists in Orlando that are like very underappreciated.
Yeah,
like
I'm
sure that's
Payne,
everywhere.
Like a Mr. Payne, like freaking like a Jason Channel, like a you, like a fucking and so the Stranger. There's so many people that I fuck with from Orlando. But like I think it's just Orlando's weird. It's such a transient city that like I feel like it's so hard for an artist to really gain a community traction here because it's just so people will come and they go and it's kind of like divisive in its own way. So it's like it's unfortunate because it's such a beautiful city with so many talented people.
Right.
But it's just like it just seems like no one can
not
get
a lot
behind.
of roots. Like shallow roots.
Right, real shallow roots. So it's like no one can really get behind one person and be like, yeah. And maybe that'll happen in the future. I think it'll happen eventually, but. Like Kasky, I think is someone who like I think does a great job of trying to put on for Orlando in his own way, but he's just like one of like there's I don't know how many who maybe have come out, but just either unfortunately many of them are in jail like a Glock 9 or whatever. But hold on, sorry about that. So yeah, man. So that what were you saying?
I don't remember.
Yeah, Orlando. Just great talent. Just weird situation where people are just not able to, I think, magnify it the way they.
I just met someone recently who's like from here, which is rare.
That's also another thing. Yeah, very few people are actually from here.
I feel like now, if let's say I was out of the country or something, if someone was asked like, "Where are you from?" I'd probably say Orlando because I've been here for 15 years now, or whatever. But I'm not from here.
Yeah, same. I think a lot of people, most people I've met, I remember especially being in school, like they'd be like, "Oh, who's from Florida?" It'd be like maybe one person, two people in the room. Everyone was like, Massachusetts, New York, Connecticut, all the fucking northern states, like
right. Everyone's like, "Damn, it's cold as fuck."
Especially around the same year too, around like 2004, 2005. A lot of people moved down here. My wife even moved down here in that same year from Kentucky. I don't know what the reason for that was, but yeah, there's like a lot of people I know that moved around that time.
Florida's just one of those states, man.
Be calling people.
Florida, man.
The ocean calls.
Right. Do you got anything else you want to talk about? Hey.
No, man. I'm just grateful to be here. I'm excited to kind of, like I said, to catch up and just to kind of shoot the shit, man. Like, I feel like you're one of the few people that I have that's friends out here, so it's always like cool coming back home and being able to catch up,
Oh yeah, bro. And we'll still kick it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we just like
as soon as the mic's off.
It's just cool. It's just cool being able to like I don't know. I value having friends in different places like that. Like when I'm out somewhere, like if I go home or I go to like Denver or I go wherever like that, I have people I can be like, yo, like let's link up, let's catch up. Like I don't know. I value friendship a lot. So that for me is
like
dope,
we were
bro.
saying, step outside the rapper.
Yeah, exactly. Outside of the
real
music,
people.
whatever shit, bro. Like it's real people. I appreciate genuine connections. So it's just that's always why I'm like anytime. That's why I was like, oh, facts. Like let's make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
So. What about you? Do you have anything?
No, I mean, we talked a bunch earlier before the episode.
Yeah. We had a little intermission. I apologize. Trying to direct my brother how to fucking find my car.
No, I'll edit it out. It's all good. But and obviously, given the internet and social media, like we keep up with each other anyway. Yep. But it's always good to see you doing well. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, bro.
I think we've both taken it further than
probably
anyone expected us to.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and that's exactly how it should be, bro. It's like doing it for us. That's the most important thing is doing it because you love it and making a way for it one way or another. Like we said earlier, like. No, most people just work a job and they're like, whatever. But it's like for us, it's like, I work this job because
I work this job to fund my dreams.
To fund my dreams, So it's like, this is cool, but like Facts. This is really where I want to be at all times, So
no, yeah, absolutely, bro. And obviously, you're welcome back anytime.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. You gotta come and visit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, so how's the Naples scene outside of like you and your homies?
So it's pretty. Right now, Fort Myers, like Naples 239 overall is kind of going through like a bounce back. I would say like 2020, ironically enough, was really crazy because we had COVID, but like people were outside. They were like doing whatever the fuck they wanted. 2020 and 2020 or 2021 and 2022 were kind of just weird. Things kind of died down, and then 2022 we had Ian, so that kind of just kind of decimated a lot of performance venues and places. But that being said. There is a lot of growth happening. There's a lot of people kind of building back, even outside of us, like just a lot of groups that are trying to create new experiences, new opportunities. One in particular, Sugar Shack, just announced that Sugar Shack is basically this YouTube channel has like over 600,000 followers, and they have like this house in Bonita that they have like huge reggae bands come to, and they just do covers of their songs. Like they play their songs, and they get like it's like a beautiful video done or whatever, and you pay to go. It's like $200 and something to go, and it's like a silent kind of like whatever situation. It's fucking sick. It's a vibe. It's a vibe and a half, bro. And so they just purchased this venue. And over the next year, it's gonna become like an outdoor performing venue. It's gonna hold like 270 people. And we don't have anything like that down there, so it's I think gonna provide a lot of great opportunities. But that being said, Fort Myers has a lot of stuff. The city of Fort Myers is also trying to create more opportunities, like to create just more events. So outside of us, there's an opportunity there. It's an interesting space because it's like you have a culmination of people who are very conservative, very, old in that way. But then there's also people who are young and just innovative and just so forward thinking because you're around that. It's just like kind of the way that things work. Like my friend Azu and my friend Vic, like my friend Just B, like. Jada Griffin, like there's just like a whole bunch of different people down there that there's something in the water there, bro. It's just such a diverse group of people. Every event I go to, I run into someone like, you do what? Like that's fucking insane, and they all do it well. It's like not even a situation where like, okay, yeah, you do that, but some of them, like most of them, 98% of them are fucking beyond talented in what they do. Which is why it's so interesting when people focus so much about Dominic Fike being from there, because like he is really talented, but like. I think even
he's
he
from
would tell
Naples?
you, he's from Naples. Like he's born and raised in Naples. This album that he's about to drop is kind of about that. He came and shot a lot of shit apparently back where like he grew up around there. I met his mom. His mom is really nice, like really nice people. Like they're normal people, but a lot of people just focus on him. And I'm like, bro, like he's only like one of so many. You know what I mean? So it's like, and he would tell you that too. So it's like it's part of the reason why I like being down there. I think it's just like there's an opportunity there. Like,
but like we're saying, I mean. He's probably a humble ass person.
Yeah,
like,
I think 1,000%, bro.
People to see this mega star artist is like, I'm a human, bro.
But from what I heard, like he always was like about this. Like he was just always like sleeping on couches. Like he made music his thing every single day. Didn't matter what he was doing. I think that's a big part of it is just the talent and then that and just it all coming together, and it was meant to be. And in any event, either way. It's great because it's a bigger magnifying glass to that area, and there's Nate Traveler down there. There's so many different talented people down there. Slight,
KevSpeaksTruth,
myself, like there's a lot of great people down there. So yeah, I encourage people like look into the scene, bro. Like not just Naples, but Estero, Fort Myers, Bonita. Like there's a lot of really talented people out there. They just no one thinks that anyone's down there because it's fucking down there.
Well, that part of Florida and the Panhandle are probably like my least visited.
And I'm sure, I feel like the Panhandle is probably crazy because you got Alabama, you got like Louisiana, you got some popping shit up there. Like I already know there's probably some crazy artists up there. Yeah. So it's just I've never even made a trip up there. Actually, that's a great idea. Make a drive to the Panhandle.
Fucking, I mean, apparently
but not go to Mississippi.
Right. Facts.
Sorry.
Apparently Panama City's not really what it used to be because spring break sucked the life out of it.
Yep. I heard it used to be a vibe though. When I was in high school, bro, I heard stories, bro.
I never went.
Yeah, me either.
I heard stories.
There's a kid that like skipped class one week, right? Skipped the whole week to be out there, right? And all of us, this is like the beginning of Instagram. All of us are seeing him out at the beach, titties in his face, fucking
high school
beers.
kid.
But he was like friends with his older cousins were like at FSU, so he used to go to FSU and shit, like and party on the weekends type thing. Real, I'm not gonna put his name out there. Yeah. Real smart kid.
Shouts to you though.
Shouts to him.
Legend.
Legend, honestly, bro. Really good dude. But yeah, so he basically, bro, this kid was outside with it, and I remember like we're sitting there. One of us is in class, we're looking at it, and one of the teachers was like, "Is that so and so?" We're like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Man," and he came back. When he came back. Goated. Like everyone was like, "Yo, you were outside, huh?" He was like,
"Yeah,
Yeah, so
it's all good.
Yeah, definitely fucking hilarious experience. I'm gonna tell you, man.
That's wild, man.
Panhandle
with it. But
that's the name of the episode.
Panhandle. Yeah, man, I don't really have anything else, but I appreciate you coming through, bro.
My guy, I love you, dude. Always a pleasure.
You too, man. Episode 90, kPodcast. You know the vibes. Stay safe, stay smart, stay sexy, and stay motherfucking tuned. We about to eat, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, till next time, bro. Peace. The kPodcast. That's a wrap. Sayonara.